Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG Reppin, otherwise short for Dele London Guna, space, Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Now, what can I say other than welcome to another matchday review involving the Arsenal. It was Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. We got away with a point yesterday. We were lucky, as I said on the fan cam. We didn't deserve a point in that game. We're going to be openly honest with ourselves. For the 77 minutes, we didn't offer any threat to Chelsea. They were in control. I think what changed it for them was Pochettino's negative substitutions. That is what cost them. Now, he took off Raheem Sterling, he took off Mikhailo Modric, who were performing well. And to our benefit, we took off, we brought on Trossard. Tomiyasu had to be brought on at half-time at left-back because Zinchenko, he had a nightmare. And I've said it on the fan cam. Alexander Zinchenko, he is not worthy or he's not worthy of playing as a left-back. In the big games, the truth be told, he always seems to struggle in the big games, away from home especially. Right, before I get into the ratings involving the players, management, the ref, and the fans, that will be an interesting one here. Make sure you show me love, joy, and respect by smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Smash those thumbs up in abundance for me. Yeah, left, right, and center. Smash the thumbs up for me, yeah? Make sure that you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? If you're watching me on this platform for the very first time, allow me to say welcome on board. It doesn't matter where you're from in the world, your religious background, culture, race, age, gender, etc. You're more than welcome to this football channel. For myself, DLG Reppin. So share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives. The comment section, Arsenal, Chelsea fans, any football fan watching from a neutral point of view. Give us your opinions, your thoughts of the game. Leave it in the comment section below where positive feedback belongs as far as I'm concerned. And remember, just keep the comments nice, but keep them respectful, yeah? It's all love on this channel. And lastly, do subscribe to the channel, yeah? Smash the sub button for me, yeah? Make sure you smash the hell out of the sub button for me, yeah? Left, right, and center. Gloriously, but passionately for me, yeah? So, yeah, first off, we were absolutely sluggish. We were flat. We were lost. We were all over the shop. Chelsea deserved to at least go in to the half-time interval at 2-0 up. On another day, Chelsea should have won by 4 to 5 clear goals with a clean sheet. Let's be real. We were not good enough for 77 minutes. We were absolutely poor. It all unveiled where we get a lifeline thanks to Robert Sanchez. If it weren't for that one mistake, Declan Rice would not have had the initiative to take that shot on. And he did the right thing. Because, let's be real, David Raya did not cover himself in glory. Not at all. If you think I'm being harsh on David Raya, leave it in the comment section below, yeah? We can have a chat. As long as we respect each other's opinion, I haven't got an issue on who comes onto my comment section. But we were not good enough. the first goal, the penalty. Now, there are days where some referees would have allowed us to get away with it scot-free. But as Mikhailo Modric got the header in, that came off Saliba's hand, his hands in an unnatural position. So therefore, the referee had no choice but to give it after being consulted in the earpiece by the VAR controller, whoever that was. In fact, I can find that now. The person who asked Chris Kavanagh to go and check VAR, Gerard Gillett. Mr. Gerard Gillett asked him to check that decision. Now, I would like to ask Mr. Gerard Gillett, was that a clear and obvious penalty? The header goes in and it flicks off Saliba's arm because he's got up and jumped with Mikhailo Modric. Could he have got his arm out the way? I mean, it's debatable. But I'm not going to use this as an excuse for us dropping 2 points or getting away with a point. We got away with a point because we were absolutely dogs foul. That's not the reason, but that's a talking point. Then if you're going to give that penalty, why didn't you give the second half penalty for us when Tomiyasu clearly had his shirt pulled, went up in the air, and Robert Sanchez has smashed into Jesus? He smashed him, left him completely cold. But no, Mr. Gerard Gillett did not want to have a look at that. He wasn't interested. There is corruption going on in that Stockley Park, and it needs to be addressed. But I ain't here to talk about the corruption of Stockley Park and VAR. I'm here to talk about Arsenal's poor performance, and I will be getting into the ratings on those players. I ain't forgotten you. The substitutions, I ain't forgotten you. Mikel Arteta, you know what's coming. And Arsenal fans, saving you guys to last, you're going to get your criticism. Right. We got away with a point. The performance must be better, and we must go stronger against Seville. So therefore, we move on to Seville, learn from this abject performance, and let's go for the win against Sevilla because we need to win this game. And yes, they've got a confident 1-1 draw against Real Madrid at home, and they're under a new manager as well. So we got to respect that. But without further ado, here comes the player ratings. Right. In goal, David Raya. Now, for me, I thought he had an average game. For me, his kicking was suspect. Passed the ball to Carlton Palmer to get nearly embarrassed by him, to find himself nearly getting embarrassed. But he did make a good save from Carlton Palmer. And I think he made another save in the game, but I didn't think it was his best game. I'm giving him a sorry 4. I'm going to be real here. Right, the back 4. Benjamin White, for me, at fault for the second goal. He plays a dodgy pass to Odegaard and he sold him, basically. It sparked Chelsea's attack on the left-hand side, Benjamin White's position on the right. And Mikhailo Modric, I feel that he was going for the cross, but I will watch it back over and over and over again if I have to, and I might correct what I'm saying, but I feel it was a cross. And David Raya, he's in the position where he feels that he's going for the cross. He was caught right out, and yeah, good goal. Well, it's a good come cross shot goal. It left us 2-0 down. he wasn't effective going forward as much as well. He really struggled in the first half. But what Arsenal player didn't struggle in the first half? 5 for Benjamin White, and that's being honest. No, yeah, I'm going to give him a 5. William Saliba, not the best game for him as well. His clearance were not convincing. Gave away the penalty because his left arm was stretched out. He stretched his left arm out as he jumped with McCallum Modric. The only thing is, yeah, because he's got up, he's not a genuine attempt to challenge Modric for the header in the air. So for me, he's cost us a penalty. Yeah, for me, not one of his better games. I'm going to give him a 4. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. I thought he was okay-ish, but not. He was not too bad, but definitely not at his best. He didn't do too badly as such. Won his headers as best he can. I suppose he kept his composure where everyone around him was not performing, and he wasn't at his best as well. Giving the ball away, playing hospital passes, couple of hospital passes. I thought he played, and it didn't impress me. He was another one who was passing the ball sideways and backwards, just far too negative for me. 5.5. Alexander Zinchenko for me, absolutely woeful. He's ball distribution just poor. Defensively struggled against Raheem Sterling in that position. Hence the reason why I question whether Zinchenko. Hence the reason why I don't believe Zinchenko is competent enough to start big games, and that's big games in all competitions, not just away from home and at home. All competitions. Yes, he's good at inverting into a forward position, but that's not what we really want him for. We want him in the left back position to do the natural left back job, and that's to defend. Call me old fashioned if you want, but the whole idea of playing in a defensive position is to defend. Left back, right back, centre back, you've got to defend first. And his defensive duties are just not up to the standards. Zinchenko, 1.5, and that's being polite. He gets a 1.5 for turning up at the coach on time, and that's being polite. Right, moving on to the midfield. In the pivot was Jorginho. Nah, just not good enough. What did he actually do? Didn't regress the ball enough, quick enough. Too slow in transition. Out of position when we needed him to sit in front of that back four. He looks lightweight for me. I'm going to give Jorginho a 4. Declan Rice, I love him so much. Our Rice baby, our midfield general. But for me, he can just about get away with any accountability, if I'm being truthful. But it was one of his worst games. I'm going to give him a 6 for his effort, for the fact that he scored the goal, and that's all that I can give him today. That's that's as far as I rate him. 6. Martin Odegaard, absolutely missing. Where was he? Misplaced passes, ineffective in the game. Didn't do enough to get in between the defence and midfield of Chelsea's, because he struggled in that first half. He was so anonymous. Seriously, you might as well have brought on. I don't know if Vieira was on the bench. I don't think he was. Let me look at the substitution. Let me do. Yeah, for me, That was a 3 out of 10 performance. Again, not impressive. Just not good enough. For me, he is the club captain. And that captain armband is going to save him because the fan base are heavily behind him as a club captain. Well, that's fine. I want him to turn up, club armband captain or not. I want him to turn up in the bigger games, and he's got to improve. When he has the ball at his feet, he's looking backwards. He's looking forward. Regress the ball forward. You should be in control of a fixture away from home, a big fixture. And yet again, you've gone ghost, like Casper. 3. No, I'm going to give you a 3. Not good enough. All right, let me just... Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, I can find it. There we go. I'm going to look into the watch along. There we go. Oh, crying out loud. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. There we go. Playlist. There we go. I will find it because I want to see the substitutions. There we go. Do excuse the adverts. So frustrating when you need to do something. Hold on. I should turn the volume down. Thank you to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while I'm doing this, yeah? Oh, more bloody adverts. 3 seconds. Listen 3. Listen 1. Here you go. Right. I want to see the team. Right, if we find this way. Oh, for crying out loud. No, don't do this to me. On the bench was Carl Hayne, Tomiyasu, Kivior, Partey, Smith Rowe, Nelson, Havertz, Trossard, and Nketiah. Now, for me, why didn't he include Fabio Vieira on the bench? We needed some flair. We needed something different. All right, he might be physically lightweight, but I'll tell you something, yeah? Put him on at half in the second half against Chelsea, he would have done a lot more than what Odegaard has done all Premier League season for Arsenal. Fact. He's been rubbish this season. Rubbish. And he still gets preferential treatment. Typical. This is typical, isn't it? Mikel Arteta's favourites. He's one of Mikel Arteta's favourites, let's be real. Anyway, enough about Odegaard. I think I've done the midfield. Right, the attack. Bukayo Saka. Great assist for Leandro Trossard's goal. But other than that, in the first half, roughed up, bullied, and controlled by Cucurella. He just didn't get past him once in that first half. Not once did he embarrass him. Slight improvement, but that's just slight improvement. Other than that, I just don't see what he was bringing to the team. Yes, he's just come back from injury. That's a fact, but no excuse for the below par performance. Bukayo Saka, 2.5. And I loved our star boy. But from the heart, he's got to get back to the standards that he's capable of producing week in, week out. 2.5. On the other side, Gabriel Martinelli. I have to give him some. I'm gonna give him some leeway a little bit. Looked like he wanted to do something. I've got to give him some credit. He looked like he wanted to make something happen when he was taking on the fullback. No matter who it was, he was prepared to run down that line directly. And when he was faced with a 2-on-1 situation, I can't pin the fault on him because Zinchenko is meant to be overlapping, but he was too busy inverting into midfield and getting lost defensively. For me, Gabriel Martinelli, I'll give him a standard 5. Gabriel Jesus, absolutely woeful. Deserved to be taken off at half-time. He offered nothing Not even pressing, no pressing, no tackling from him. He spent more time moaning at the referee than trying to help Arsenal compete off the ball against Chelsea. And Chelsea were first to every ball, let's be real. But what Arsenal player was first to every ball out there? Not a lot. Not one of them. Gabriel Jesus, too. It's the worst I've seen him for a long time. Probably the worst I've seen him this season. Must improve. Right, the substitutions. Whoops. Oh, where have I lost it? Right, the substitutions. Tomiyasu came on. I suppose he shored things up defensively. I mean, he looked a lot more of a better outlay than Zinchenko. And when he did come on, Raheem Sterling went to the right hand side to see if he can get any change out of Ben White. So it just tells you the impact he had coming on as a left back, and he was doing the inverted role. I don't mind that as long as you can defend, and we all know Tomiyasu can defend. I suppose I'll give him a 6. Kivia never came on. Partey should have come on. Smith Rowe came on. It's a hard one for me because I couldn't get to see. I had a spell where I missed up to 30 minutes, 20 minutes of the game because we were asked to leave part of the premises. But looking at Smith Rowe, he looked involved. He looked like he wanted to make something happen as well. But I'm going to give him a 6, if that's fair of me. Give him a 6. Reece Nelson, no. Havertz, I'll tell you what. He came on and you could see when the long balls were going up, Havertz was up for it. He was up for every long ball that went up. And apart from that, he didn't make an effort. He didn't really contribute anything, really, other than competing aerially against any of the Chelsea defender that was out there. I'm going to give him a standard 5. Trossard, yeah, he was the best out of the 4 substitutes. No, 5 of them. Trossard, for me, he comes on, he's direct, he's made his impact, and I think he had a point to prove, and he proved it by getting a goal. For me, I'm going to give him a 7. And Eddie Nketiah, oh, seriously. All right, I'm not his biggest fan, but I won't rate him as low as Jesus. And the one shot that he had, it was on target. But for me, he should never have had that shot on target. It was better off giving it to Trossard because Trossard was in acres of space. I'm going to give him. I'll give him a 4. Nothing special. Right, let's get on to Mikel Arteta. Now, in that first half, you could see what was wrong. His decision not to start Partey was criminal. Partey, I understand he travelled with Ghana and he was unscathed. He was well and fit enough to start this fixture as far as I'm aware of. But Mikel Arteta chose to sit him on the bench. How did he not have any part to play in this fixture? It's beyond me. Far and beyond me. He controls the game from where he is in the pivot. He controls the game. And for me, I think it was a criminal mistake to leave him on the bench. He should have started this game. And I'm saying that respectfully to Jorginho. What can I say? What else can I say? I mean, yeah, we're attacked. Well, defensively, we're all over the place. What was their jobs? Because I mean, starting Zinchenko in a London derby of that magnitude was another costly mistake. For me, he gets a 4. Right, the ref. I suppose he didn't have any. He had little impact apart from making the substitute. Making the decision to give Chelsea the penalty. But I think he needed his VAR He needed a VAR to help him out, and that's Gerard Gillett. He didn't do that once. He didn't do that for the penalty that we should have had. The referee could not see what was going on in that melee. But I'll tell you what, those in Stockley Park can see it. Not one person got onto his attention. And the number of times TV replays showed the incident with the defender pulling Tomiyasu's shirt as Tomiyasu went up in the air. For me, that has to be questionable. More than questionable. That, for me, needed to be looked at. I'm going to give the referee a 6. The Arsenal fans, last but not least, I thought what they did for Chelsea after Chelsea's second goal was scored, chants and reports of Aaron Ramsdale. That is absolutely despicable. That's despicable of you pork chops. Yes, I'm calling my own fan bases. I'm calling my own fans pork chops for doing that. For those of you that chanted Aaron Ramsdale's name after we conceded the second goal against Chelsea, you're a disgrace and you are despicable to yourselves. Makes me sick to talk about this moment, a negative moment. That's not going to help the confidence of David Raya should he start against Sevilla. Or should he start on Saturday at home to Sheffield United? That was absolutely uncalled for. He didn't need that. He needed your support. I've seen Arsenal over the years. Some good times and some very, very bad times. Yeah? I remember us finishing mid-table and whichever Arsenal player had a poor game, they still got behind that player for 90 minutes. And some of the individuals that were poor, we still got behind the individuals and the team for 90 minutes. And David Raya is no different. For you guys to chant Aaron Ramsdale's name after the Chelsea second goal went in because you felt that he was at fault. Yeah. I respect your opinions, but I don't respect your decision as a whole to damper his confidence. Absolutely despicable, a lot of you who got involved. You're a disgrace. Arsenal fans, for that, I'm marking you a 6. You're lucky to be getting that. Right, I've come to the end of this live stream. And yet again, it's always a pleasure to record live streams on which is powered by StreamYard. Always a pleasure to use this platform to record the match reviews or previews or any other video that I do. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys and the girls, I thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and saving the best to last. I thank you so much for putting up with me, as you always do. More, do look after your friends. Do look after your families. And make sure you look after yourselves. More peace, more love, more blessings again. As your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly. Remember, we're going to chat again, yeah? Like, comment, share, and subscribe as you do. I'm out of here, yeah? Please just be nice. I mean, be nice. Cheers.